Hi everyone. So today's problem of the day is jump gain 4, and what is given in a description, given an array of integers ARR. You are initially positioned at the first index of the array. In one step, you can jump from index I to index I plus 1, where I plus 1 is less than the array length I minus 1, which is greater than equals to 0, and j, where value at index I and index j should be equal, and I and j index are not equal. Return the minimum number of steps to reach the last index of the array. Notice that you cannot jump outside of the array at any time. So if you will see what is given in this question, it is given like we will be given some array, and there will be some elements like 2, 4, 2, 9, 4, something like this, and we need to start from the 0th index, and we need to reach till n minus 1 index, and we need to find the minimum jump we need to do to start from 0th index to reach till n minus 1th index. And what what type of jump we can do? We can jump from ith index to, if my current position is I, then I can move either to I plus 1 or I minus 1 or some j, where the value at index I and index j should be equal. And we need to find the minimum number of steps needed. If you have seen my yesterday's video, it is the kind of similar problem we have solved yesterday, only a slight change from the yesterday's problem. What is given in yesterday's problem, if you have not solved it, in yesterday's problem, if we have some array, we need to start from, suppose it is something like 2, 4, 0, 8, 4, something like this, and we need to start from some start index. In our yesterday's question, we will be given some start index, like which index we need to start. But in our current question, our start index is 0. But in previous problem, start index we have given, and we need to find the minimum jump possible. No, we need to return the true or false if it is possible to reach to some index having 0 value. And what type of jump we can do? We can from ith index we can move either to a plus arrri, or we can move either to a minus arri. We can take these two jump, and we need to move to some index having 0 value. And if it is not possible, we need to return false. Otherwise, we need to return true in this case. So if you have not seen my yesterday's video, you can watch it. I can paste that YouTube link of yesterday's problem in my description. So you can watch it there. It will not take much time. It will maximum it will take you 5-10 minutes only to understand that problem. If you have seen it yesterday also, but I can give you a brief also in this video that what I have done in my previous problem. I will be using BFS, and in BFS, if you know, we will be using Q. And in this problem, according to the question, I have pushed my start index in the queue, and I will be traversing till my queue is not empty, and I have initialized visited vector, so that I can keep track of the element which is already visited, so that my time complexity will be less, and I will be able to solve it within the constraint. So I have used visited vector, and according to the question, I am moving to I minus arri and I plus arri, and I am checking if it is within the array, that left and right index is within the array, or if it is not visited, I will keep pushing that into my queue. And finally, I will be checking if I have reached some index having value 0, then I can return true. Otherwise, I can move out of this array and I can return false. If you have not understand this, for better clarity, I have I already did run in my previous video. You can check it out in the description. You will get the better clarity. In my my current problem is like very similar to my previous problem. We have did a very little change in this question. What I did in this question, since I need from ith index, there is I plus 1 and I minus 1. I can do with the help of this Q only, but my previous question only, in place of I minus arri or I plus arri, which is given in my previous problem, I am doing I plus 1 and I minus 1. Here I minus 1 and I plus 1. The only change in this problem is like I use this map. Why I have used this map? Because from my ith index I can move any jth index having the same value like the value in the ith index. For that value I am for that index to store like two value in I have two value in what index, like in zeroth index also, 4 index, 5 index also. For this I have used map. So in map I am what I am storing for the corresponding value I am storing, it is that value is in which index, like that second value will be in 2, 4, 5 index, something like that I am pushing into my map. And same visited I am doing, and starting my current start of this question is 0. I need to start from 0th index, so I am pushing this 0 into my queue, and visited 0 equals to 1, and then I initialize this answer equals to 0. Answer is showing my the jump I am needed to reach the n minus 1th index. So inside of this, what I'm doing, since I need to find the jump, so what I'm doing, since I will be having queue, so I will be pushing one by one all the values in the queue. And what I can do, I can basically initialize my queue at starting, and I can one by one I will be taking all the values in the queue, and I can do three operations for every queue value. What I can do, I can first I will check if I still n minus 1th index. If it is I have not reached till n minus 1th index, then I can do three things. That I can check for my I minus 1, then I can check for I plus 1 in this, right, and at the end I will be checking into this map. This MP ARR X is my index, current index, and ARR X will show my current value, and MP of ARR X will show the index having the value as ARR X. So IT will show me all the indexes. If my that index is not equals to my current index, and it is not even visited, so I can mark it visited, and I can push that into my queue. Only this part is the addition in this question, and rest is all already the same. So in this way I have done, and if I have reached till n minus 1th index, I can return answer. If I will move out of this array, I can return -1. And at the end of this, if my this all the q value is traversed first time, so I can do this answer plus plus, so that my jump will be increased. And if you will see, without writing this line, you will be able to run this code, but you will get TLE. So I have used this mprrx.clear. Why I have used this? Because it is taking my extra time. If I have not used this, so it will be traversing all the indexes twice every time. If my value at all the index will be same, for every index, it will be checking for all the other indexes having the same value. So once I have done with my all the suppose I have done all my, suppose this is 2, 3, 4. So I have done with this 2 value. So I can clear this value 2 from the map only, because I have already traversed to all the indexes having 2 values. So I can clear it, so that if later I can get this same value, I will not be traversing this already traversed index again. So I have cleared this from the map, so that my time complexity for this to be reduced. So previously, without writing this, I am getting a time complexity n square, but after this, my time complexity, since I have used only one while loop and every index is traversing only one time, so my time complexity will be big of n, and space complexity is also big of n, because I am using one queue. I hope you understand this. If you have any question, you can. I will try to answer that all the questions in the comment. So yeah, thank you.